Hey there, Sagittarius. Welcome to your reading for the week of November 17. My name's Wendy, and I'm very happy to have you here. I have shuffled and laid the cards, but I haven't looked at them. Once we've done with the tarot, we will get some oracle cards to see where specifically these messages might apply. And information for personal readings is in the description box below. Sagittarius, I'm feeling strongly. I was feeling hands that don't want to let go. You don't want to let go. Something is meant to be, it's meant to be broken into three pieces, but the last split doesn't want to happen. There's something that, I don't know, it just feels like you don't want to let go. You don't want to let go. Let's see what we've got. Oh, the Ten of Swords. Well, that card it's challenging, but it's all about letting go, isn't it? Shedding a skin. The worst is over. The worst is over, but it's like the shock of something, or the burnout, or the sickness, or the I've overdone it again, or feeling quite stabbed in the back could be. You might feel like something was happening behind your back. I don't know. It's quite a few signs have had this, so there's something happening collectively. It's not just you. The Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so a little bit of a challenge where it seems like there's something very difficult to navigate, challenging, painful to navigate, but there is a beautiful reward and a promise at the end of the road. This Ace of Pentacles, there's a sanctuary, there's some way to honor something, there's a sacred space. I see a lot of opportunities for you as well. New business venture, new job, new money opportunity. It just feels like you're starting off on a new path, which we have to do when we reach that Ten of Swords. There's no turning back. We've got to do something differently. But we also have to let ourselves heal, because when we shed a skin, well, we're not snakes. It takes time for the new self to strengthen, right? Because it's like when you think about the metaphor of the fresh skin, it's a bit vulnerable, and so you've got to really take that time to acclimate. So let yourself have the time that you need to heal. And I heard rejuvenation as well. Some of you might be looking for a bit of rejuvenation this week. We are entering your birthday season, so happy birthday to all of you. I hope that you do have a very blessed solar return. The public, your public, other people are a big part of this reading. It seems like something has reached its end. Yeah, the end of the path brings this opportunity, this offering. It's like, okay, your contract is up. I'd like to offer you a permanent position. It just seems like something that was meant to end kind of leads to something else. And it's this really beautiful opportunity for you. It feels lush. It feels like, meanwhile, this guy comes from absolute destitution, but then over here we have lush gardens, abundance, beautiful resources made into a gorgeous wreaths, something's made public. I feel something is made public. It's announced, it's made public. It's maybe your business goes public, or something goes public. You can buy stocks because it feels like you're counting your money. You want to buy something. Generally, this week marks an evaluation process where you are looking at what worked, what didn't work. You've got a little extra money to play with. What am I going to do with it? It's just a really Libra had this as well. If you've got Libra placements or you're dealing with a Libra, it feels like there's an evaluation process. It's kind of a marker of how far you've come, but then also selecting the best option. If you've been dating, then you're picking the best option. If you're looking for a job, it just feels like you've got a lot to choose from, and you've got some extra, especially when it comes to money. Okay, so you've got some extra money, and I do see an investment. In a relationship. It's like setting up for the long term. I feel that this world indicates you're reaching an anniversary point. You're reaching, of course, again, birthday, but you are reaching this significant point where you have seen the full experience. You've gone through all the 4 seasons. You've had experiences with all those 4 elements in that situation, which helps you now see things from a full perspective, and that informs your decision about what to invest in. So it becomes very clear. You reach a turning point this week. It's like, okay, it's time to move forward. And I feel like you're asking, how can I help? How can I be involved? What can I do? We've got the Death card, right? We've talked about that end of the road, the end of the path, and transforming into something else that will help you go down this new path. It's a bit of a detour. It's like, okay, I've reached the end of the road. Where do I want to go next? So you take a minute, you look at the map, you look at the plan, you kind of figure out where you want to go next, and you go. And the High Priestess. So there could be maybe some loss, and there is this new absence that we're getting used to, right? A new silence when we go through this profound change. And that is the most difficult part, that adjustment period. The stark awareness that something is no longer present. And so how can we represent it in the material so that we have something where we can visit or get closure? How can we honor this? How can we, again, give a physical form to something that maybe is no longer present or that is immaterial? How can we give form to feeling? You've got the Pluto card, so this week brings a transformation, power, change from one state to another, a release, and noticing the change that happens. Everything is changed from here on out. Everything's changed. And how do we contribute to that change? How much of that change is passive and how much of it is our choice or our doing? It's very 8th house. Power, more 8th house Scorpio activity, Scorpio energy. Just move these over a little bit. Now, a lot of you could be quite tired, so please let yourself rest. Courage. You're using your power by demonstrating courage of the heart and transformation. Wow. Have the courage to transform. You have the power. You have the power. And I feel like you're showing your power differently. You could be going into more of the High Priestess energy that is less less forceful. Like, how do the way I use my power is transformed. The way I experience my power or gain it or use it is transformed. There could be a lot to process. There could be a lot of news, a lot of things going on in various aspects of your life, and altogether it's just making you feel a bit tired. You might need to remove yourself. You might need to access some spiritual healing, see a high priestess, get a reading, do some energy work, go transmute the energy, transform the energy, move the energy around. There could be some energy stuck in your body. You might be feeling the pains in your body somewhere, especially in the back, the shoulders, the hips, holding stress. So let's transmute that, let's transform that, and let's just, move it along, break it up and move it along. Things are changing shape this week, and you're changing as well. But the high priestess there, like, keep a record, keep a record of your readings, your dreams, your impressions, the things that come through. Notice what's aligning in your life. I feel like you're getting some strong symbols and synchronicities from the world around you. So take note of those. And when you scale back and look at it over time, or even look at like yesterday's entry, wow, I see what that means. That makes sense. It starts to make sense. Some of you I feel like someone is visiting you in your dreams. And some of you may just need some time to yourself, like a bit of quiet, a little bit of quiet. Things feel a bit quiet. And I feel also that this transformation has to do with recognizing that just because something is not physically with you, that doesn't mean that it's not there. And I feel like it has a lot to do with how you express outwardly as well. So I'll leave that there, Sagittarius. I do hope you have a wonderful week ahead. I know it looks big, and I think it will be, but you're strong. You've got this. And again, personal reading information is in the box below. I'll see you next time.